Welcome back, everybody. Today we're stepping into the Colosseum, into the world of ancient Rome.
Gladiatorial combat.
Exactly. Gladiators. Now, I'm guessing most of us picture brutal fights to the death, right?
Yeah.
Huge arena, roaring crowds.
Thumbs up, thumbs down, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. But what if I told you there's a lot more to it? A whole other side to these gladiators and the games they fought in.
Oh, absolutely. More than meets the eye.
That's what we're diving into today. Uncovering those lesser-known facts, those things that don't make it into the history books quite as often.
You know, like the fact that not every fight was a fight to the death.
Wait, really?
Yeah. They had these things called mock fights.
Mock fights.
Basically choreographed spectacles.
So less about bloodshed and more about what? Entertainment.
Exactly. Showcasing skill. Think of it like, I don't know, like a performance almost.
Okay, so not just wildly swinging swords. What would make these mock fights so entertaining to a Roman audience?
Well, you got to remember, these gladiators were incredibly skilled, right? Masters of their weapons. So
Yeah.
you'd see these calculated moves.
Like a dance almost.
Yeah, like a dance, but with swords, near misses, dramatic flourishes, the whole thing.
I can see the appeal there. Still, even if not every fight ended in death, I was shocked to learn how many gladiators died. Not in the arena, but
In training.
during training.
Training, seriously.
Oh, yeah. It was a dangerous profession, even outside of the actual fights. They were training with real weapons, pushing themselves constantly. One wrong step.
Could be fatal.
Absolutely. And chronic injuries, you wouldn't believe. Broken bones, concussions, even amputations weren't unheard of.
Wow, talk about a reality check. We often think of the arena as the ultimate danger.
It was present everywhere.
And yet, despite all this, gladiators were basically celebrities, right?
Oh, yeah, big time.
I mean, we have evidence of female fans leaving them gifts, even love notes. It's true. You have to remember, these guys were seen as the ultimate warriors, you know? Brave, strong, and facing death constantly. It had a certain allure.
I bet. It's like, I don't know, rock stars or something. Makes you wonder what kind of gifts they got, though, right? Were there like ancient Roman groupies tossing roses into the arena?
Maybe. Who knows?
But jokes aside, this celebrity status had a dark side too. I mean, a lot of these gladiators were slaves or prisoners of war.
Right. Their lives were constantly on the line. And one thing that gets overlooked is the whole code of conduct they had to follow.
Code of conduct.
Yeah. They weren't just brutes. They had rules. Showing cowardice, disrespecting the audience.
That could get you in trouble.
Big trouble. We're talking execution in some cases.
So even if you survived the arena, it was...
A very precarious existence.
Wow. Talk about a high-stakes life.
Yeah.
And then there's the whole political angle, right?
Yeah.
These games weren't just entertainment.
Not at all.
Wealthy Romans used them to, what, gain power?
Influence. Exactly. Sponsoring these huge events was a way to gain favor, sway public opinion.
It's like ancient Roman campaigning.
You could say that.
It really makes you think about the connection between entertainment and power, then and now. So we've talked about the skill, the fame, the danger, the politics. It's a lot to take in. What would you say is the most important thing for our listeners to remember about gladiators?
I think it's crucial to remember that they were real people, complex individuals forced into this brutal system. They were athletes, performers. They weren't just mindless killing machines.
It's so easy to forget that.
It is. So I'd leave you with this thought. What if gladiatorial combat existed today? How would we view it? Would we be cheering them on, or would we be condemning the whole thing?
That's something to think about. It really challenges us to look beyond the surface, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And to remember the human cost behind these grand spectacles. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive today. We hope you learned something new about the world of gladiators. And who knows, maybe even changed your perspective a little.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time.